Big Guys Nation, welcome to the Six Podcast. How are we doing today?
I'm doing good. We got a big show planned for you today.
I'm hyped.
Super show. Many people are saying it's a Super Bowl this weekend.
Let's go.
Big matchup. I'm excited. Mike, we welcome back Mike McClure to the show, president of Big Guys Entertainment. How are you doing today, Mike?
I'm doing great. You know, as an avid listener, it's an honor to be back on the show. So it's always great to come on.
It's great,
especially for the Super podcast.
Yeah, this is the superest podcast we've ever had. So I mean, it's a big deal. It's a big deal.
Yeah, keeping it consistent as usual. Nice thing that it's a Big Guys tradition that we always have these prop bets going. I have not won it before. I've always tried to win it.
Reigning champion.
Big guy over here won it. Some collusion.
Defending champ, true. Yeah.
Some collusion was involved. He had insider information.
Collusion is respected actually in these prop bets because if you're able to actually pull off inside information into what's happening in the Super Bowl, I think you earn the you earn the victory.
So a little backstory. Last year, I was interning at ESPN, and we had a fellow intern who was volunteering for the Super Bowl halftime show. One of the questions being, what's the first song for the halftime show? Her helping out in the halftime show, she told me it was She-Wolf, and that's really I was killing it because let's be honest, that was my only inside information. So it was only like,
so you didn't know J-Lo and Shakira were going to show cleavage for sure.
Not for sure. That wasn't confirmed. That wasn't confirmed. Didn't really feel comfortable asking a coworker that. I mean, first song, sure, but didn't want to get too in depth. So
was that a yes? Did they show cleavage?
Oh,
they
did.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't remember that? They just shook their ass on national television. People were teeing off. They're like, "There's kids watching."
It was debatable at first. I thought I might have to make a tough decision, and then all of a sudden, it was blowing out of the water.
I mean, it's
the
the
overhit.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But no, that really catapulted me. The Chiefs winning too, and kind of took me over the edge. I think it was a blowout. But yeah, I actually haven't made my picks yet. I'm going to do them live on the show today.
Prop bet picks by the host. Yeah.
Mike, being the president, runs the whole thing. He makes his picks early because for the good of the league. He has all the information. No insider trading going on over here at Big Guys. We're on a first class organization. And Dill, you've made your picks already, correct?
I made my picks. As soon as I was asked if I want to be in it, I made them right on the spot. I did my due diligence, and we came.
Quick turnaround by him. Yeah.
Quick turnaround, very quick. And I really am very confident, and we can go into in depth on why I chose what I chose. If you guys want to get started on that.
Yeah, but before we get started, if anyone wants to join the pool, comment on the YouTube comments, and we'll do our best to get you in. No guarantee because the deadline was 5 o'clock today. We'll extend that window for our.
It's not really a hard deadline. We don't really have any hard deadlines, unfortunately.
That's true.
So if you're interested, just let us know. Instagram, Big Guys Podcast, or just comment on the YouTube post.
Mm-hmm. Without further ado, I guess we'll let Mike, being the president, run off the prop bets, and we'll go over them.
I probably have to get my phone out.
They are spread out.
Oh, that's true. They are. Yeah. Well, there's one that fell down because that tape sucks. But
I think we're all good. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's get it rolling. I'm gonna pull up my answers.
I don't see the 5.
Yeah,
6,
5's
7.
on the floor over there. You can pull up 5 for the viewers.
Yeah. We'll get that going.
All right.
I remember them for the most part, but let me pull it up.
All right, so the first one is the obvious one. The winner of Super Bowl 55. You got the Bucs and the Chiefs, essentially even odds.
Mm-hmm. 7 points each.
In Vegas, I think Chiefs are favored by 3, but for purpose of this competition, it's pretty even odds. I think a lot of people are taking the Bucs right now so far.
Oh wow!
See, you shouldn't be telling us this. That's kind of the insider trading we were talking about.
True, yeah.
You're a big Bucs guy.
Yeah, I'm a big Bucs guy. I picked the Bucs because this is Florida, baby. I'm a Florida boy through and through. So I went Bucs just because they're in the city of Tampa. They're doing it for Tampa, and it's really hard to bet against Tom Brady. It's a little confusing. It is even odds. I mean, you can win 7 points for the Bucs as opposed, same thing, 7 points for the Chiefs. But I went Bucs. I could have went safe and went Chiefs, but we're going Bucs all day.
Yeah, I honestly think it's going to be a blowout in the Chiefs' favor. When these teams first played, we had Tyreek Hill have 200 yards in the first quarter.
That's true. I remember that, yeah.
So I don't think Tyreek Hill is really going to... They don't have an answer for Tyreek. And Mahomes, like, he's really unstoppable. The only thing, like, you brought up this stat before the show, 24 of the last 25 games, he's won.
24 of the last 25 of Mahomes starts.
Yeah. So, yeah, they lost the Charger. Like, because they rested him, like, a couple times, and he was hurt. But, I don't see Mahomes lose. I'm taking the Chiefs. It hurts. It pains me to say it, being a Raiders fan, like, betting on the Chiefs and room for the Chiefs, but after the tough season that the Raiders had this year, I owe it to myself to at least get some money at the end of the year.
Yeah, I mean, you should feel good going for betting on either of these quarterbacks. I think it's going to be a shootout. You don't really like. There's no underdog in the Super Bowl really, which I kind of like rooting for the underdog.
Yeah.
But historically, it's this is good for the history books. Brady versus Mahomes in a Super Bowl. Probably the only time we'll see this. Maybe we'll see it next year. Who knows? But
yeah, I mean, the way Brady's going, we might see it like 4 months.
I just don't get how you can root for the Kansas City Chiefs being a Raiders fan. I think that's pretty disrespectful to your
Well, Brady did like. We don't like Brady as Raiders fans anyway. No one really likes Brady, but like the tuck rule, going back to the tuck rule, like Brady would not be Brady if he didn't get that call by the refs, the tuck rule. Like they probably go back to Bledsoe the next.
I think that changes the course of the entire history.
Yeah, I really think so.
That would have been nice. Steelers probably could have got a couple more Super Bowls in there.
It would have been great for everybody. Tom Brady, like so much parity in the league. He's been in the Super Bowl 10 times since then. So, I hate both. I don't like how Brady just pulls up to Tampa and like was trying to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, you got to respect it though.
Yeah, you do respect it, but at the end of the day, his defense is sliding. Like he's always had good defenses,
but you can't
without those defenses. You look at like Drew Brees, Rodgers, like they don't have those defenses. That's why they haven't won as many Super Bowls.
Well, I mean, their offense is top of the chain as well.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna be a good one. I think it might be close early, and then the Chiefs pull away, kind of win by double digits, 2-3 score game. But because we haven't had a blowout Super Bowl in a while, it was a Broncos.
Let's do it that way. We had to go through the fucking Rams Patriots Super Bowl though.
That was a tough one.
I mean that was hard. It was close, yeah. But I mean,
that was the day 21 Savage found out he was British and got like deported and like roasted on social
media.
Oh, really?
That happened that day?
Yeah, I remember our friend Alec was going off about that.
Whatever happened with that? Where's 21 Savage now?
He's in America.
He's a citizen now, I think.
Jay-Z helped him out. Got him back in the U.S. Yeah, so we got Bucks, Chiefs.
Bucks, Chiefs. So I'm Chiefs.
Where did you go, Mike?
Yeah, what do you go?
I was Chiefs, and I made a late swap to Bucks. Keep in mind, most of these I pick with my heart, and I think I might just root for the Bucks. One of my good friends is a Bucks fan. I'm not sure even though I don't know how you really feel if you're a Bucks fan, really, because do you feel like the Bucks are really winning the Super Bowl, or do you feel like a bunch of guys are borrowing your uniforms?
That's how I feel too.
Tom Brady, Antonio Brown, Leonard Fournette, Ndamukong Suh, all these random guys are just on the Bucks.
I think Suh was on the team last year.
Oh, was he on the team last year?
Yeah. I like it for him.
But I'm happy if I'm a Bucks fan. I mean, I'm not going to complain about being in the Super Bowl.
I mean, as a Heat fan, we got LeBron James, and I mean, he was
we did literally overhaul the team.
He was literally borrowing the Heat's jersey.
That's true. No, that's good.
We retired Michael Jordan's number, so we have to just give him number 6.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't know why we did that. Why did the Heat retiring Michael Jordan's number?
I mean, Pat Riley had good respect for it, and Dan Marino's number as well. I think.
No, that's not 13. Yeah. Bam Adebayo's 13.
Well, no, but Dan Marino's jersey's like
it's around.
Yeah. Legend.
Moving on. Second question.
Primary color of Miley Cyrus's hair in the TikTok tailgate show.
Was it black or white, or blonde or white?
No, blonde white is the clear favorite.
Yeah.
That's the color of her freaking hair. But we know Miley Cyrus can kind of, do some crazy things. I personally hammered purple for
wow. You get 22 points for purple.
Yeah, that's a classic 4 for blonde. What if she pulls up with a wig and then takes the wig off and it's blonde?
Oh, it's good that we're discussing these things.
Yeah, actually, what if she is wearing a wig and then, that's not the color of her hair, that's the color of the wig.
But, yeah, or she just takes
that's
it off.
A good question. if it's discovered midway through her performance in the tailgate show that she had a wig, the second color, the color of her actual hair would win.
Oh, nice. Let's
So
go.
if she takes what if she keeps the wig on the whole time?
Then the wig wins.
Oh, the wig.
She would have to take the wig. Because
I've been-
Why would she take the wig off?
Well, she might do like an outfit.
It could be. Oh, it could be a wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah.
Or like a malfunction.
Or like they kind of switch wardrobes in the middle of their performances sometimes.
That's fact.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
What
I
happened?
went blonde.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
searching her.
I
social
gotta actually
media,
write
and
down
she's
my
been
picks
blonde.
because I'm doing.
Oh
this
yeah,
live,
true. You
so-
remember? Yeah. You went Chiefs, right? First.
Yeah, I'm going Chiefs. I think I followed her on Instagram just for this. And sorry about that, Nick Chioka, fellow.
Oh, Nick
big
Chioka's
guy,
calling.
making a
We
call.
should call that.
I hit him up for poker night, and now, like,
Yeah.
he wanted to go at 6. I was like, it's too early. We're podcasting. But yeah, I think I followed her on Instagram just for this occasion. You know, to really like see what the color of her hair. What was the color?
You
of
just
her hair.
started following her this past week.
Yeah, well, a couple
For this-
weeks ago. I had to see the bill of how many changes we had going in, and all that. But yeah, I think it's gonna be blonde.
Yeah.
Her hair is blonde right now, and you know, I think it stays.
What would be epic is if she pulls up like Hannah Montana, and now it's like no longer Miley Cyrus, it's a Hannah Montana show.
Oh wow.
Well, then it's not
She
Miley
hates Hannah
Cyrus;
Montana,
it's
though.
Hannah Montana.
Oh yeah, then we have to just scratch that one out.
Oh yeah, it's real. No, we'll be like, wait, where's Miley Cyrus?
Yeah, the prop bet would just cancel out. It's 14 instead of 15. What did you go, Big Guy?
I went purple. What did you go?
Purple. I went blonde.
One thing that brown is definitely.
No.
Why the hell would you take brown? Because it's not her hair color. And it's not crazy enough for her to go out of her way to change her hair
That's
color.
facts. Yeah.
If it's
So-
brown, if it's black, would brown still hit?
But brown would probably brown would hit if it was black because
Okay.
it's the closest. It's the closest to those four.
Okay.
Unless it's
I
something.
might pull out
Unless it's
the
like
color
green.
wheel. I may color out the, or bring out the color wheel. I mean, purple is pretty dark. Like if it's
Well, if you're pulling out the color wheel and it's,
it's getting-
black, then black is
Actually,
actually
black is
every
gonna-
single color.
If it's black, that's going to cause a lot of controversy because brown and purple both have.
I think
pretty
they're
solid
pretty close
arguments.
on the. Yeah, it's gonna be.
It's going to be a judgment call. We're going to have to. Yeah.
Yep.
We'll see what happens. there.
Number 3. Which word will be said first during Amanda Gorman's poem? I
What
went.
are the answers? Hero 5 points, pandemic 6, super 11, resilient 13, brave 13, none of the above 15.
I mean, so I think that Nick Chioka, our fellow colleague who just called in, I brought up a good question here. He said if she says a word before she starts her poem, does it count? And it does not count. It has to be during the poem. And it clearly says there during
Oh, it does clearly say during.
Amanda Gorman's poem. So she could talk about the Super Bowl or the pandemic or the heroes, because those three all could be said before she starts her poem,
I'm going
but
super.
it doesn't count.
It's the Super Bowl. She's definitely gonna find a way to say super.
In the beginning, the first.
I feel like super's not really a poem word though.
So I did some.
Super duper. You can easily remember.
So
Fair enough.
I did some digging, and her poem is about these like 3.
Wait, you know the poem?
No, he knows the topic. I looked that up too.
Yeah, because I looked it up
I
and
did
then I was
not
like, oh, this
know.
makes sense why these words.
That's
are-
why I picked,
heroes 5 points.
Yeah.
Because it's like about 3 heroes. I guess they're like first responders or something, firefighters or something like that.
Yeah, so they're winning some award.
Yeah,
For their bravery and resiliency.
I should
Okay, I'm switching my pick. I'm going hero all day.
So I went brave.
Yeah, I
'Cause
went brave.
it's
I went brave too.
It's a juicy one. 13 points.
I gotta
Oh,
go
actually,
super.
shoot, never mind. I went
gotta go
resilient.
super.
I went resilient. That's what I did.
Okay, that's
that's
not
also
a bad
13. But I one of those two I think is the best.
All right, I'm going super. I flip
going
flopped like
super?
4 times in between that, but I'm going with my gut. It's 11.
I definitely don't think it's going to be pandemic. I mean, like, why are we...
Yeah, if we're talking about heroes and like firefighters, like there's no way.
Yeah, no one wants to talk about
I
pandemic.
mean, I guess people find a way to bring pandemic into everything. I mean, it could, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just doesn't seem like it's in line with the topic of the poem.
Yeah, I agree. So, number 4. Will it take Eric Church and Jasmine Sullivan over or under 2 minutes to sing the national anthem?
Always a classic one.
And it's 50-50 split. Over 7 points, under 7 points.
Yeah, so I think the average the past, like if you go past 10 years, past 20 years, the average remains pretty consistent, about just under 2 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
158, I think.
I made
But-
that mistake once going over once, and yeah, I never went over.
The under always hits, I feel.
Yeah.
Because in these prop bets, because we usually set it pretty high. I feel.
Yeah, we try to go with Vegas, but sometimes we go a little off. I think I did it a little higher than Vegas. I think Vegas has a 2 minutes too. But keep in mind,
It's a duet, right?
it's a duet,
Yeah.
and we're different than Vegas too, which this played a factor a couple of years ago. It starts when the singer begins to sing the first word of the anthem and ends when they finish the last word of the anthem. But if they sing Brave multiple times, it ends on the last Brave. Vegas ends it on the first Brave.
No way.
Yeah, there was a controversy a couple years ago in Vegas. They ended up respecting some of the bets anyway.
Oh, they damn well should have.
Yeah, but a lot of people had the over, thought they hit, and Vegas is like, nah, the under hit because it ended that after the first Brave, not the third Brave. But
Interesting.
What a joke. I went under.
I'm going over.
I went over. I like rooting for the over, man. It's more fun to root for the over, and it's a duet. So
It's so stressful though, on both sides, because it's always close.
yeah.
And then you're like sitting there and like it's like, how long are we gonna hold out this Brave?
Yeah. And sometimes they'll just pull a note out of nowhere.
And then it's the home of the Brave and the land of the. They ended with free, right? Oh no,
no,
they
it
ended
ends
with
with
Brave.
Brave. Yeah.
It's
the
usually
land
like a
of free.
5-second Brave.
Yeah, Brave.
Some people hold it though.
You never know what people are going to do with Brave. That's really where it takes a turn. I mean,
But my 3 and 4 for me rely on the word brave.
oh wow, yeah, it's true. Yeah,
Big brave
you're
bets.
pretty brave.
Yeah, you're big on bravery.
You're big on Brave that day, damn.
You're pretty brave picking the Bucks too. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
moving on to number 5. This is heads or tails. My favorite one.
Heads or tails.
It's kind of like what have you always done in video games or like your life? Like, do you go heads or tails? Like, it's not. But there's no really research you can do that helps you on this kind of one. I've always been a heads guy, so I'm going heads. I might throw a little side action on it too, 20, 30 here, just because I'm feeling confident in heads.
I went tails. Tails never fails.
Yeah, no, I mean, your boy on Part of My Take made a good point today. He said, tails never fails, does in fact rhyme, therefore you gotta go tails.
All day.
Now, tails fails also rhymes, so I mean,
Yeah, tails always fails.
tails always fails, yeah, so I mean,
It goes both ways.
yeah.
I think heads. I'm confident in heads. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm very confident in that.
What'd you go?
I went tails.
Tails,
Smart,
tails,
yeah.
heads. I like how this is going. I'm away from everybody.
That's true, yeah,
I can
you're
pick
picking
up
away
some.
from the
I can
crowd.
pick up some points here and
Inadvertently,
there.
too.
I like that. First commercial. This one's always just a tough one.
Yeah. This
Very
is the best
tough.
one, I think.
I feel like it's usually movie, but first commercial after the coin toss, we got alcoholic beverage, non-alcoholic beverage, food, electronics, movie preview, and then other.
Now, I think that the commercials are going to be a little different this year. I heard that some companies that typically invest a lot into Super Bowl commercials are not doing it this year. Apparently, they're like donating to like causes for the associated with the pandemic or something like that. I read something like that. So I mean, I don't know if that's going to impact.
So they made the assumption that donating money to COVID was a better PR move than.
Yeah.
That's what their PR department.
Basically, yeah.
Probably a good one if you can advertise the donation.
Yeah. As long as they make a big deal, make sure that it's publicly known.
Yeah, that's kind of their mindset there. They like.
They'll just put it on the screen. They'll say, there's supposed to be a commercial here, but we donated that.
exactly.
So on to the next
But we
commercial.
donated that.
And
I
then
could totally see something like that.
I went food. I feel like there's a lot of different food options that might snag it. If you go alcoholic, I feel like
It's limited, yeah.
it's very you'll have like either and you'll have like Bud Light, Heineken, just a few big ones, but food. There's a lot to pick from.
There should be bonus points if you could guess it.
Guess the actual.
Guess the actual one because I think I'm locked in. Well,
And like the jump from alcoholic beverage 6 points to food 12, you're doubling
I'm
up
going
points.
heavy favorites if I go with Coors Light, but I think it's gonna be Coors Light.
But you're only landing 6 points.
know.
Sometimes you gotta take some shots.
I don't think it's gonna be movie preview because like movies aren't really a big thing with COVID. They haven't been able to film.
That's a good point, yeah.
Movie theaters aren't open.
True, yeah. Movie preview, I think movie preview hit last year, though. I forgot what movie it was.
I think
it was like Spider-Man or something.
No, it might have been Avengers.
Tenet?
It's Tenet.
Actually, that might have been The Tenant. I remember that movie. I remember hearing about that movie.
I
don't know if it
do a
was
good
Tenet.
job because I didn't watch it, so it was a waste of damn money.
Yeah, true. Yeah, clearly we don't even fucking
It
remember
was a
what it
super
was.
confusing movie. It was wild. I went food.
I think it could be Other. I think Other's sleeper here.
Like State Farm.
Or TurboTax.
TurboTax.
Yeah. Which I hate TurboTax. But, I mean, that's a whole other discussion.
Yeah, big guy. It's busy season. Just a heads up: do not use TurboTax.
If you use TurboTax, come to me. I'll do your tax for free to take
Now,
business
Mike, we
away.
got like 50 views on the last podcast. I'm saying that might not be the smartest
Do your
idea.
tax.
Well, disclaimer, maybe depending on the
Maybe
term.
not for free.
The first 5 people to request it.
Pay me before you pay TurboTax and
Yeah.
everything. They'll basically essentially make you pay money. They'll make you pay more than the benefit you're getting. So you're actually losing money by using TurboTax. They tell you that you're getting your maximum deduction, and they're telling you the truth. You are, but you're paying them more. So they're making money off the
What a scam.
yeah.
That's
I'm
that's
surprised
rough.
it's legal to be
You know,
honest.
look, we're not only a sports podcast, guys. You know, we touch on stocks, we touch on taxes, we kind of do it all. I'm going with automotive. I think cars are coming back. It's gonna be big for cars this year.
Electric cars.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be something because it's gonna be like a valid. Well, maybe
Look at
not.
him try to convince.
Oh wait, if
himself
it's
to pick
electric cars, like that could be controversy.
It's electronic.
Oh wait, yo.
I'll let John. We might have to give points to both. No, I think
Actually-
automotive would win in that instance.
I'm going Doritos.
You're going to
Smart
Doritos.
guy.
Yeah.
Bro, it's such
You're
a
right.
solid thing.
It's because when I was thinking food, it's like, what is it gonna be at the Outback Steakhouse? Like, no one's advertising, but I remember like
You remember
Doritos.
snacks?
Doritos dominate. Yeah, I forgot about snacks. Doritos always dominates Super Bowl commercials.
They're the-
It could be Goldfish. If it was on Nickelodeon again, I would hammer.
Yeah, I would hammer Goldfish.
Yeah.
Good. I respect good advertising.
Yeah.
All right,
Where
moving
did you
on.
go, big guy?
I went alcoholic beverage just because I always go out
Out of respect.
Out of respect for
Yeah.
the product.
Okay,
Yeah.
I like that.
Will the opening kickoff result in a touchback? Yes, 7 points. No, 13.
I know what you're going on this one because we talked about it.
We did talk about this. So nice stat here. At what, the past 28 Super Bowls?
Now, yeah, I think it was about the past 26, something like that. Yeah, about the past 26 Super Bowls, only 2 opening kickoffs have resulted in a touchback. Now they did change the rules recently that makes touchbacks more likely.
He hates it. He definitely went touchback.
He definitely went touchback.
Are you kidding me? This is a rigged election.
Now it's smarter to take touchback though. I mean, you'd think that touchback makes more sense because typically the ball's going to go in the end zone and it makes more sense for them to take it at 25, take a knee. But if the adrenaline of the Super Bowl catches up to these players and they're just like, they just send it.
Yeah, I think Butker's just gonna bomb it out.
I say Bucker could end it early. I mean,
yeah. He's definitely gonna do
facts.
that because his adrenaline's pumping.
He's a adrenaline.
Now, see, I get the adrenaline's pumping, but with the limited fans, I think that kind of brings it down.
Oh,
little.
you're right. That's
Because
right.
I just popped in my head about the limited fans. Because usually when you think of the Super Bowl opening kickoff, you just see flashes everywhere.
No, there's going to be hella healthcare workers there, though.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be.
That's kind of lit.
I mean, that's lit, but like, it's not. It's still what?
Yeah,
like
still, yeah.
7,500
Relative to the rest of the
fans
games,
or
though, it's
something.
still,
You're not gonna get a Devin Hester fucking taking it to the crib.
that was lit when that happened.
Yeah.
Back in 06 or whatever that was.
I'm going no touchback. Wait, you knew that stat and said no touchback, 13 points.
Yeah.
Well, no, I went by Vegas odds. Vegas odds still has yes.
You motherfucker.
Favorite.
You knew that stat.
Well, no, because I knew that's. Because I looked up suggestions after I put it down as a potential prop. I
Okay,
looked up
then you looked
suggestions,
out. Okay,
and they said that the analysis said, like you should hammer now, even though
I think it's gonna be a touchback. Honestly, I'm going no touchback, but I think it's gonna be
it's worth the payout. I think going no touchback.
26 out of 20.
You can make your. It's only the 7th bet. You're halfway there. There's a lot of ways to make your money.
Oh
Make
yeah.
up.
I mean, at the end of the day, the 3 biggest ones, in my opinion, for this prop bets are the team you pick to win, the Super Bowl MVP, and who they think. Those are the 3 biggest ones. I in my opinion.
Who they think the Super Bowl MVP?
Who the Super Bowl MVP thinks they're the MVP, and who wins the game. Those are three that, like, if you get those wrong, you're kind of you have to like nail every other prop, and that's pretty hard to do.
Yeah.
I'm looking for there it is right there. Player scored first touchdown of the game. Player that crosses the plane with the ball.
Why'd you have to clarify that?
Because, like, some idiot might... Patrick Mahomes could throw a touchdown. Some idiot might be like, Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
Player that crosses the... Yeah, it's like, what? That seems self-explanatory.
So, I have a feeling that, they're going to get... The Bucs are going to receive the ball, and Rob Gronkowski is going to score the first tutty.
Wow.
Just to cap it all, like, just to start it off, Rob Gronkowski from Brady.
I think that's almost too much... That's too good to be true.
But it's too good. This whole Super Bowl is too good to be true.
I got a stat that like is gonna make you not want to pick a Bucs player.
Really?
In Brady's 9 Super Bowls.
Oh, they've always scored. They never scored first.
In Brady's 9 Super Bowls, guess how many points they have? He scored in the first quarter combined.
10.
3.
That's my point. 3? What?
In 9 Super Bowls, he scored 3 points in the first quarter.
I know this stuff, Freddie. I'm still
Do
going
not
way.
pick any Bucs player to score first. I'm just telling you right now.
What the hell?
It's not
Really?
going to happen.
I can kind of picture Brady like...
Even that Eagles Super Bowl, where it was like a 42-38 or something like that?
Again, let me look up the box score. But yeah,
This might be fake news.
That might be
Don't
Hey,
take this-
I saw it. Bro, it was a blue check mark. Tweeted it today.
Oh, that's how you know.
I guess I know when they played the Giants, that started out pretty low scoring. That ended low scoring too.
All
17-14.
Brady's Super Bowls are low.
The Panthers took a while.
Most of them.
That ended high scoring, but it took a while to get picked up. I remember. I think it might have been 0-0.
New England 3 points in the first quarter.
Oh, those were their 3 in the shootout.
Yeah.
That was the only time they scored in the first.
Yeah, Falcons, they were getting waxed. Giants, both low-scoring games, I guess. They didn't score. The Panthers, I mean, that's so long ago. But
This is a high-powered offense.
Yeah, I mean, this is the Bucs. This isn't the Patriots, but at the same time, a lot of people look at this as the Patriots.
I think I might just go...
They really do. They compare these teams, and they're completely different.
I kind of want to go fat Tyreek Hill. I was thinking about taking him as Super Bowl MVP, too.
That's a good one. You double down on Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Not a bad person to invest your money in. I went Mike Evans. Typically here I like to go someone who I had on my fantasy team that I'm used to rooting for already.
That's fact.
And I'm already emotionally connected to them.
Okay.
So I'd Mike Evans in our
I respect
main
that
league.
one.
So yeah, I know you respect it. Yeah. You're big. You're big. Staying with your fantasy guys too.
Yeah, he wasn't on my fantasy team, but I know that Brady
Gronk.
was.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Gronk wasn't either.
Yeah.
I should have went Ronald
You
Jones.
should have went Ronald Jones.
Dang. Ronald Jones would have hooked me up.
14 points.
If you want to switch to Ronald Jones, you can. No, I think you're set on the Gronk.
I'm set on Gronk.
You're pretty hyped about
Yeah,
Gronk.
you're pretty hyped about the Gronk thing.
Gronk tutty to cap it off.
These
I'd
were
like that.
what the prop bets do to you, though. Like, you feel one way, you feel the other. Like, it's very decisive.
Yeah.
Or Cameron
Very
Braid.
decisive.
Is Cam Braid on there?
No, Cameron Braid's worth 30 points.
Oh, that would be classic.
Cameron Braid.
Should I go Cameron Braid? Can I switch to Cameron Braid?
you can switch to Cameron Braid if you want. You want to do a live
Yeah,
on air?
if we're letting our viewers, get in on this action,
Wow.
we'll let you.
That would be epic if he scores and I land 30 right off the
That'd
get-go.
be fucking Gronk scores and you switch to Cameron Braid too.
Yeah, just because he set down sticker and dropped. I could easily see that happen.
Cameron Braid though that might be the best value play.
Yeah.
I mean, you getting 30 points for
Because he
a guy.
scores a lot.
Yeah. So
All right, I'm going Hardman.
Cole?
Hardman.
He scored the first touchdown last game. No, I'm kidding. I'm going Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
Nah, Hardman.
Hardman. Wow.
That's what I'm saying.
He locked
Oh, I like the Hardman call. Is he on there? Or is he worth? How much is he worth?
He's only 14, which I gotta
Oh,
talk to you
wow.
about that. Like, this guy's like a 4th string wide receiver. Why
he's only 14.
Also, Darren Williams, Le'Veon Bell, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire are all the same.
Well, hey, but
One's gotta be.
use the points to your advantage.
Right.
Bet someone who's where the value's there.
All right,
Next one.
I'm switching to Mahomes.
Mahomes, yeah, that is. Well, he scored the first touchdown last Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't on the prop bets, but if you need a lock, bet Mahomes over rushing yards. For some reason, in like big time title games, the quarterback, if it's a somewhat mobile quarterback, always hits the over on rushing yards.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor Lawrence back in when they played Bama. Justin Fields this year against I want to say
Have
Clemson.
you made all these bets?
Yeah. Ryan Tannehill, we bet that. I forget it. That was just a big game on Sunday Night Football. He hit that. And also, I got Brady over half a yard. So all he needs is 1 yard.
Wait, really? That's a bet?
Yeah,
Oh, I'd hammer that.
it was plus 155. You get plus odds, too.
Wow.
Half a yard.
Happy. And keep in mind, like, when he gets sacked, he just sounds like he loses
The
yards.
one thing is, the QB kneels. It's minus 1 yard.
They don't count. Oh, it's not a sack; it's a rush yard. Huh?
Yeah.
He could definitely lose. He could gain that yard and then lose it right at the end of the game. Yeah.
But I think they're going to lose and not be in the position to
Yeah.
kneel. So I think it's a good bet. It's worth throwing a little. Moving on, opening song of the halftime show. There's a lot, so I'm not going to go over all of them.
But yeah, it's the weekend essentially. So if you know the weekend's songs,
Yeah, I think there's a clear-cut favorite on this
Oh,
song.
yeah, no question.
When you hear that sound, dun 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 dun
That's
dun,
true,
dun, you know shit's going down.
He has to come out to that song.
Yeah,
Right?
if you
Well,
don't come out to that,
I didn't pick it because I don't think are they really gonna get that out of the way first. I feel like they want to save that for like the middle of the performance, to get people back in it.
well, I mean,
I don't know if do you really want to start out with your best product right at the beginning?
Who performed last year? Shakira? Was She Wolf
It was
like their best song?
Shakira and
She-Wolf was big.
I don't think She Wolf. It wasn't. If it makes to let you know, it was listed as other. It wasn't even on the thing.
Oh, you're
Like,
right.
you
I was
picked
pissed.
Other. Yeah.
I was pissed because
Yeah.
I was like, I know the song. Like, give me some points for that.
Oh yeah, true. You actually you didn't even benefit that much
Because a lot of people had other.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was BS.
It's true.
Yeah, I mean, Starboy could be a good middle song.
I was
as well.
thinking that. Yeah, he comes
I
out
think-
with
oh, wait, what did
It
I
could
got?
be a good middle one too, Starboy.
Wait, what are the other ones? I went with
Starboy's only 7 points though.
I went with Can't Feel My Face.
Yeah, that's not a bad one either.
That's
I mean,
alright.
that's a hard one. That's really luck.
I'm going Blinding
Yeah.
Lights. I mean, it's been the theme.
Blinding Lights is the only thing that makes.
It's been the NFL theme song.
I could see them opening with that. Like they're.
Like that gets the
They do
people
it
going.
easy.
If you're trying to set the tempo for the performance, you got to come out to that song to really get the people going.
It does seem like the whole season they've been like kind of leading up to them opening the halftime show with the duh.
Because the NFL draft, they played it on repeat the whole weekend.
I know, yeah.
And like, I think it's Blinding Lights.
I think
Are
so,
we all
too.
in agreement?
No,
Well,
I'm still going Can't Feel My Face, but I understand where you're coming over Blinding Lights. But I also think if I were them, I would save that for like the middle of the performance. I don't know if I'd come right out with it. So I'm hoping they're thinking like I think.
Let's hope.
All
Who
right.
will be the weekend's final guest on stage? Oh, final guest. How many guests can this guy? Well,
That's
it's
what I'm
not
saying. No, none of these people are confirmed.
Yeah, he might have no guess.
Yeah, there's-
which would just wipe the question out.
I doubt it would be Drake.
I was thinking, do they have a song together?
Yeah, but like nothing recent.
Is it a banger?
No, it's like a slow song.
Oh, okay, yeah. Damn, I kind of want.
So I'm going Ariana Grande because I'm pretty sure they have a song together, right?
Yeah, he's probably trying to slide too.
And you need a female out there as well. You can't just be all weekend with this plastic.
Yeah, I'm
shirt.
going Ariana.
I don't know who's BTS.
I don't know.
I think they're a Korean boy band.
At the Super Bowl, you're gonna bring a Korean boy band?
Oh wait, yeah, you're right.
Apparently,
The Bangtan Boys.
Nah.
It's a 7-member Korean boy band. Okay, there's no chance they pull up.
No,
COVID? How are they going to travel
I
to
think
the
they might-
USA?
Do you know some insider information putting BTS on this?
this is Vegas. This is like a thing.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
I mean, I didn't know who any of these people were when I put it on, except for Ariana Grande.
I mean, I don't think Doja Cat, after like the NFL's not going to let Doja Cat just twerk on the stage. After there's a huge uproar from last year. There's no.
Oh, there was an uproar. I mean, I think there was a lot more good reviews. I mean,
Yeah, that's
it
more.
got a lot of publicity.
All right, who's Kenny G?
Oh my gosh, you don't know Kenny G?
I don't know. I know
He's
songs.
the saxophone guy.
I'm definitely picking Kenny G then. Look at that flow. He's got some flow too.
Yeah, it's Kenny G's classic. But
Do you end the show on a saxophone though?
No, you end it with Ariana Grande going. "Ba-na-na-na."
Do they have a banger together?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have 2 kids.
They had 2 kids together.
Weekend Ariana
They
Grande.
might after the Super Bowl.
See, all right, this one, I kind of want to do more research. Look at recent posts on Instagram.
You have to select it here,
Wait, who's this?
or else it's a fraud.
Is that the weekend?
Yeah. And,
Oh wow, the first when you look up, I would look up weekend in Ariana Grande. That makes sense.
Bro, they're 2 peas in a pod.
All right, I'm going to Ariana. I'm worried because I'm going way too many favorites.
It's probably the move on a lot of these.
I guess.
Doesn't matter if you're
Guilty.
picking a lot of points if they aren't hitting.
All right, defense or special teams touchdown? Yes or no?
Yes.
I don't really see Mahomes or Brady like fucking up, but at the same time, I think, especially like Chiefs. I
definitely see.
I went yes. I did go yes.
Nice.
Usually just
Yeah.
because, I think there's gonna be a lot of points scored, so it makes sense that maybe there's a couple will come on the defensive side of the ball, or even punt return. McCole Hardman could take one back. There's a lot of different ways that this could happen.
So it's touchdown. Safety doesn't count.
No, safety does not count. He has a touchdown.
I think I'm going no.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I'm going no.
How anticlimactic.
I mean, I just don't think. I could totally see the last play of the game being like a fumble return for that. Like when desperation happens, someone.
Oh,
gets
that
the
would
end or
be
something like
huge.
that.
Yeah.
But I don't think Mahomes is the Chiefs are going to do anything like that. Now they could return a kick, but now I'm going no.
He's going no.
I'm going no.
Now
Yeah, I think no usually hits. If you look at the past Super Bowls,
Yeah.
that one Falcons Super Bowl, the Falcons got a pick six, but
Yeah, I do remember that.
when they were up 28-3. But I think that's the only one I really recall where there was a defensive touchdown recently.
Next one is which will be a greater number, Chris Paul assists or Ronald Jones
Rushing attempts.
rushing attempts? I'm going to let you take a lead on this.
Yeah, so Chris Paul assists against the Celtics. That's Ronald Jones is a beast, man. He's the way to go all the time. If you ever have to put your money on someone, it's Ronald Jones. And
First
That's good.
Super Bowl MVP. You got Ronald Jones as Super Bowl MVP.
well, he's definitely gonna have more than like
What if he
10
just goes-
yards.
Okay, in this instance,
No, not yards. It's rushing attempts.
so how many times?
Even that, and he still gets like 12. I don't see Chris
Yeah.
Paul giving more than 12.
Yeah.
Assists.
I mean, he could, but yeah, you're right.
OKC suck.
I got Ronald Jones rushing attempts too here because Chris Paul, yeah, he could get 13, 14 assists. But I mean, even as a Ronald Jones, even if you went Ronald Jones, you're still in it at that point.
Yeah.
And Chris Paul just like went there. That's about as good as he can do.
What time is the Celtics game?
I think like 2:00 that day.
Oh, perfect.
It's usually an NBA game on ABC like every Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, that's when they start trying to slowly ease their way into your mind on Sunday.
Yeah, right.
NBA on Sunday,
You're like this is gonna become a thing too.
Then you get that, which I like, the NBA doing that for us, giving us that Sunday game because it's nice. Sundays, relaxing days. You need some sports to just sit back and watch. I think this is the easy one. I'm going Chris Paul assists all day. 2 reasons. Chris Paul is an animal, and I think Leonard Fournette gets the majority of the carries. He's been blown up, so
Yeah, which is weird. It seemed like mid-season, it seemed like Ronald Jones leaning Ronald Jones' favor.
that always happens. With
So
Ronald.
if you see how the team's been playing, it's very like up and down. There's never been they haven't really been set on who they've been going with. So if it's Ronald Jones' night and he blows up, which he can, they can just give him a bunch of carries.
Yeah,
That's right. I mean, if he gets hot, yeah, it would be
You've seen that
hilarious.
happen, yeah.
It would be hilarious if he broke 2 long runs and 150 yards on 5
But it skips carries.
he loses to Chris Paul. Color of the liquid poured on the winning coach.
I like yellow Gatorade, so I went yellow Gatorade, and it has fat points.
Apparently, if you look at historically over the past 10, 20 years, orange is a heavy favorite.
Really?
It's almost always orange. Very rarely.
I don't know if there's something in orange Gatorade that makes you perform
I
better.
feel like it is, even though you think it'd be mostly yellow. Yellow is like the signature Gatorade. That's
It's
the
go.
original, right?
Yeah.
I feel like they have multiple Gatorades on the sidelines. It's about which one they pick up to dump on you.
I wonder if maybe it's which one Vegas calls them and tells them to dump.
Yeah, it's like, we need the blue Gatorade. Can I bet on none? Is that an option?
Mhm.
I'm gonna go none.
That hit when the Patriots beat the Falcons. That none.
They didn't dump Gatorade on
They didn't-
Belichick after that comeback.
No, I don't think anyone was prepared for it. They probably thought they all lost.
Yeah.
They didn't win till like the last play of the game.
Yeah, that's true.
Because usually the Gatorade dumping happens a little prematurely before the game's
Before,
decided.
we
but it's
won.
still going on.
Yeah, you're chilling.
So I think that's why. And also, Belichick's like, I've been here before. So I mean,
I'm gonna go no because of COVID.
oh wow,
I think low key the NFL's like, no Gatorade shower.
damn. I mean, is that really related to COVID though?
The Gatorade
Sound like there's
locked
backwash.
inside of it's locked inside of the Gatorade thing.
It's
Too close to contact.
I guess you could rationalize it.
I'm going none though.
No, that's not a bad move.
Can I change mine? No. It's still the same points if it's yellow, if it's none.
Super Bowl MVP. I mean, I think I said this earlier, but Tyreek Hill.
Oh wow, I like that.
He went for
that's
250.
It's hard imagining Mahomes not be Super Bowl MVP in a Super Bowl that he plays in.
All right, let me read you the stats of the time, like when they played last time.
That's what you said about the Saints Bucks, and it was a complete opposite.
What did I say about the Saints Bucks?
You're like, oh, last time the two past times the Bucks played the Saints, they've lost by like double digits. Or some shit
Two
like that.
best times.
But
And
look,
they
they got
all right,
fucking shit
all right.
on.
Well, one
History is not always a good
Look,
indicator. If you
the
He
first,
always goes
the
back
first
to
time
history.
they played, Breeze was healthy. Okay, the second time they played with Taysom Hill, and Taysom Hill was an animal. The third time they played, Drew Brees had like 11 broken ribs, a collapsed lung, and a separated shoulder.
Okay, I can go back.
So I mean, that wasn't released. That information was not released to me, so I apologize.
I can go back to every time Tom Brady played in the Super Bowl, and how many times he's won Super Bowl MVP.
All right, I'm just saying. Look, all right, Mahomes. Who would you give MVP to? Because this is a good debate right here. If these were the stats,
the first game, I mean, you read the stats, but I can tell you right now.
Mahomes, 37 for 49, 462 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tyreek Hill, 13 catches, 269, and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, you give it to Tyreek Hill. I mean, that performance by a receiver is ridiculous. How often do you ever see that? I don't think I've ever seen a performance like that, except for Tyreek Hill this year. So the performance at the position, I've seen a quarterback put up those numbers that you just read from Mahomes, but you haven't seen.
I mean, that's almost 500.
I mean, it's a lot of
That's
game,
a
yeah.
lot,
But I mean, the fact that all his touchdowns and half his yardage went to Tyreek Hill,
you gotta give it to Tyreek.
you got to give it to the receiver.
Well, I mean, I'm not.
But I don't think that's going to happen again, though.
I think
the fact that it already happened almost makes it less likely it's going to happen again. They're going to be like, all right, the Bucks have to have a game plan for that now, right?
you would think, but at the end of the day, like he's just too damn fast for any of those guys. So, wait, I mean, you guys are obviously on the Bucks. What we looking at?
For Super Bowl MVP? I mean, Brady.
Brady.
Yeah, not taking any risks. Who the hell else is going to win Super Bowl MVP on that team?
That's true.
Especially if it's an offensive shootout, it's going to be Brady. I mean, the only chance that Brady doesn't win MVP is if it's kind of a defensive slugfest, and maybe like a receiver had a decent game.
I really think it's gonna be a blowout, Chiefs. I'm gonna take Chiefs to win from like 10 to 17 range.
Mm-hmm.
Get great odds, and then
Oh yeah, you can actually bet on that.
Yeah,
That's coming from a Raiders fan.
I look because I'm
Rooting for the Chiefs.
I'm not rooting for him.
He wants
but,
the
like,
Raiders to remain the only
Look,
team.
I hate both these teams. I hate the Chiefs more. Like I really hate the Chiefs, but you know they're pretty good at football. You know they're not. Like they're here for a damn reason. They've really lost only one game this year because they benched the starters when they lost to the Chargers. So I just don't see them losing. They're just too good of a team. Like their defense is solid and their offense is ridiculous.
The run defense is kind of skimmed
Facts.
compared to.
No wait, yeah,
the
Chiefs
Bucs.
defense. I thought their defense was kind of
Chiefs
trash.
defense.
Not
not
really.
that
I
good.
mean, they're top 20, which isn't
Top 20,
that
which is
bad.
all the Raiders. Oh, that's all Derek.
That's all. That's all the like the top 20 defense is all I asked for as a Raiders fan. They haven't had a top 20 defense in the past like 20 years. Like it's all we had it once and we went 12-4.
Yeah, damn.
All right, but enough about the Raiders. Who will the MVP? Last question of the prop bets. This is usually the one that wins it for somebody. I know a couple years ago it came down to like who was Nick Foles going to thank first, and you ended up thinking God.
Thank God, yeah. Nick Chioka's mom actually won a lot of cash off that, yeah.
Shout out to Miss Chioka.
Who
Give
will
me a
that
second to
MVP?
think about this one because I don't know who Tyreek Hill is going to thank.
Oh yeah, so usually when you're you're planning on winning the Super Bowl MVP prediction. So you're thinking, well, who's that MVP going to think? Because it changes by person. But you could still also win this one without winning the Super Bowl MVP as well. Mm-hmm. So it could change. But typically you want to think, okay, who's the person who I think is most likely to win MVP going to think? Personally, I think Tom Brady's winning MVP. I took Coach because I think that he respects him and Bruce Arians seem to have a good relationship, and he's spoken positively about Bruce Arians before. So I can see him going to referencing like, hey, Coach did this. Maybe not even thanking him, but just referencing like, hey, Coach, had us ready for this game. At least mentioning him first. And a lot of times this question is, this bet is decided by the interviewer asking the question too. They sometimes prompt them to say a certain response.
Yeah, I remember there was one time it's like, what do you say to your the city of New England or something?
Yeah,
and it's a layup of the question.
But they wouldn't say that because the Super Bowl hasn't been played in that team city, so it's more likely. It's more likely if Tom Brady wins it, they'll ask him to say something to the city.
That's true
because they're in Tampa and Tampa Bay just won. That's a good Super Bowl.
I think it's going to be like who?
City is a good bet here. Yeah.
Who's doing the Super Bowl?
Who's doing it?
Who's broadcasting? Do you know?
I think it's CBS. I think it's
okay.
Romo.
So it's gonna be Jim Nantz down there, one of those classic guys. He's gonna be like, Tom. If Tom wins it, he's gonna be like, Tom, your 7th Super Bowl. Like, what's going through your head? And he's gonna be like, I just want to thank my family. They came down, for moving.
Family for moving to Tampa.
Oh, so you think I'm hitting it, Tom Brady?
Oh, you want family?
I went Tom Brady.
Oh, well, I'm saying if Tom Brady.
Yeah, we're assuming. This is all assuming Tom Brady wins MVP. This hypothetical discussion, but you think his family had to take a freaking sacrifice moving from Boston to Tampa? they really deserve thanks.
It's a good PR move. It's all about PR in these speeches. Okay, no one's saying what they actually think. It's all about what's the best thing to say.
I think pointing out the fact that they just made history winning it in Tampa Bay with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is great PR.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of different ways you can go if it's Brady. Like, I mean, you have a good argument for coach, family, and city. And teammates, obviously, because teammates is the favorite.
And God.
And God. I don't think Brady thinks God. Tyreek Hill, I think,
Brady thinks he's God.
Yeah, I was thinking if Tyreek Hill should think his family, because he's had some, domestic violence situations that are pretty bad.
But then he hates his family, probably.
Yeah, then why would he mention his family?
Like I said, this is all PR in these speeches. If he thinks it's his family, that goes a long way to PR.
I think he thinks...
We took one PR class in college. And
I don't think Tyreek knows PR, but they might.
Usually when people come from a rock bottom, and then, where he had domestic violence issues, then he wins the Super Bowl to his peak.
God.
God. Yeah, they associate that with God. They want to thank God. They just feel, in that moment, you want to thank God. Typically, that person...
Can they thank himself? I guess I'd go under now. What if... All right, so if someone's like, Kansas City, we did it. And then goes off to
That's a mention.
It's a mention, yeah.
Oh, it's mention.
Yeah, not thank.
Ooh.
It's assumed that it's probably the most likely scenarios they thank him, but, I mean, it doesn't have to be.
I'm going coach. He's going to thank Big Andy Reid.
Oh, yeah, Tyreek Hill. Okay, yeah. Coach, yeah.
I doubt it. I think Tyreek Hill's so self-centered.
Oh, wait, City's 18? I'm going City.
There you go.
You going City too?
Yeah.
Nice.
Because even if you lose, let's say Tom Brady wins it, City's still a great option.
Yeah, either
so
way.
You're hedging.
You're doing.
What if they reference the opposing team city, and what do you think we should call it?
What? So
it's still a city.
Well, Brady's thank you to New England for some weird reason,
or different city. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's a city.
It's a damn city. I agree. Yeah. Okay. Glad we had a discussion.
The state.
The city.
So I mean, those are that's the last prop bet right there. Like I said, if you want to join, comment on the comment section. We'll give it to around Saturday at 12 to join because the big guy over here wants to enjoy his weekend and Super Bowl.
Just mention the podcast, and we'll get you in for a late entry.
Yeah. Podcast can hook it up, yeah.
Yeah, of course. Moving on. I want to go fat or skimped and then kind of wrap up the show. We got a super fat skimped segment today.
How many fat skimps we got?
We got 4.
Okay.
We always go 4. We always more than 3.
Consistent.
Less than 5. We're all about consistency. Mike, I'm going to give you the first one.
Go.
Fat or skimped? Actually, I'm giving this one to Adele because I remember to bring this up before the show. And he was like, "Oh, I got hot takes about it."
I'll comment on it too.
We can all chime in, but I'll let Adele get the first word here. Fat or skimp? The timing of the Super Bowl.
The timing of the Super Bowl. It's a 6:30 start Eastern time. I think that's really good. You get in there, you watch the Super Bowl, and on Monday you get to go to work at a reasonable time. It's not a late start, so I think it could be good. It's different for each time zone, so it might be a little later for other states. But in Florida, I think playing sports outside at 6:30 is prime time.
So it actually be early for other states, right? Because
West Coast it's at 3.
3:30.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah. So that's actually kind of I like the 6:30 time frame. I like the whole day kind of building up to the Super Bowl, and then you got the. I mean, the 8 o'clock would be way too late, especially with the Super Bowl. You got a halftime show. It's already an extended game, and we got work the next day. I hate when they start games as late as they typically do on Sunday night. So I think 6:30 is the perfect time
For us.
Yeah, I'm already hungover on Super Bowl Monday going to work.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I know Trump, he kind of joked about making this day after the Super Bowl a national holiday, but someone should act. Biden needs to come in and do it. Post Super Bowl should be a national holiday. Everyone's hungover. I wish there was a statistic on how much work gets done that Monday after.
That would honestly be my favorite president. Whoever finally gets this passed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
Super Bowl Monday. I don't know why we have to work that day. It makes no sense.
No. I think it's actually it's all right. 6:30. I'd like it earlier, kind of, just because it is, like you said, it is long.
So I went fat, by the way.
I'll go fat.
Yeah, we both went fat.
I kind of
applied fat.
Yeah.
Usually it's pretty easy to assume. I'm going skimp, though. I'd rather it be a little earlier, just because, I don't know, and it would be it starts early, but like you said, it's long, so it's 4.5 hours, ends around 10-ish. A little earlier wouldn't be bad. Mike, I'm giving this one to you.
Okay.
Fat or skimped? The Super Bowl halftime show.
Super Bowl halftime show. Now, this could go either way because, it really depends on who is performing that Super Bowl halftime show, right? Last year, that was the fattest Super Bowl halftime show I think we've seen in a while. Shakira and J-Lo really put on a performance. It got a lot of heat, but, I think any publicity is good publicity. So, people talked about it, it's how they talked about. But there's also times where it's I don't even know who the hell's performing this halftime show. I'm not really hyped up for it, but I think it is overall. I'm gonna go with fat because it really brings the There's a lot of non-football fans that revolve their day around the Super Bowl too, enjoy the Super Bowl party. So it kind of brings them in. The commercials do this as well. They perform this function. So it kind of brings those people and gives them something to look forward to. The people who don't know the difference between, say, a field goal and an extra point, they might not find the Super Bowl as entertaining. But the commercials, the halftime show really bring everybody in. So
fat or skimped?
I'm going to go fat skimped. So
that's what I was going to go with too.
So if
damn, that's the best answer.
And there's a lot riding on this question because if BTS pulls up, it's skimped. What the hell is this Korean band doing?
No. They look up the BTS though. They're known for they're very unique in the topics of their songs. They don't sing about the typical things. Most songs, modern day songs, revolve around. They sing about actually important topics.
Okay.
Important messages to people. I think. You can reaffirm that from Google, but
BTS,
I don't know if they really have anything there. But
I can see what you mean. Their performance might be good, but it could be skimped just because the people are these guys are all Korean. This is Super Bowl.
These guys are,
we're in a weird.
Those guys are racist.
They might be racist, but I guess any publicity is good publicity. But this is a Super Bowl.
Fat or skimped? She's going off the rails.
This is we need American. Even Canadian's not even American. He's Canadian. Or The Weeknd's Canadian. So I guess this could be a multicultural event.
Wow. Look at the NFL. I told you, it's all about PR. It's
all
about PR.
Yeah. Everything's about PR.
We got the Weeknd Canadian. If Doja Cat's out there twerking her butt, fat.
Wow. Yeah.
I was gonna go fat skimp, but after hearing your two arguments, I'm going skimp. Yeah, I'm going
We're both
skimp.
arguing fat.
I know. Well, you went fat skimp, but now
Yeah,
we're
fat
down.
skimp, yeah,
It just
yeah.
got skimped there as went. I've gone skimp because the halftime show, and I'm just looking at not this halftime show, but the overall halftime show. You know, I feel like it's always hyped up. People are always talking big things. The only thing that makes it a little fat is the prop bets, the action you have on the actual halftime show itself. But no, I think the performances usually they go way too hard. They throw so much money in it and go way too hard for just an average performance. Not like, I mean, it's cool and all, but I just think with the hype that's on it, it's.
You know they don't get paid the Super Bowl performer halftime.
I did know that, yeah.
Yeah. It's all they do it for the publicity. Straight publicity.
Yeah, but I mean, their budget's fat.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
they got a fat budget.
They do spend a lot. Yeah, that's true.
All right, moving on. Third fat or skimp of the day. Super Bowl party food. Is it fat or skimped?
It's the fattest of fat. I feel like during the Super Bowl, I'm always munching throughout the whole thing, especially if there are pigs in a blanket. Pigs in a blanket. This guy makes a mean pigs in a blanket.
True. Yeah, that's a specialty.
Homemade, no frozen. you
Yeah,
know?
it's all
You go
homemade.
all from
He
scratch.
rolls it with his hands. He rolls about like 70, 80 of them. They're delicious. And just the food. It's like one of those Thanksgiving potlucks, pot roast. You know, everyone brings
a
dish.
dish. Yeah.
It just brings the people together. I love Super Bowl food. It's awesome. Fat.
I'm gonna go skimp.
What?
Yo.
After you just talked about my pigs in a blanket,
You went skin?
Because I'm up for the challenge. It's really hard.
you
to put
woke up and chose violence.
It's hard to put an argument for skimp to this.
Let's see.
This
What's
is,
your
I wanna hear it.
you seem to really preface this for fat, just so people can comment.
if you
Your
didn't know, I'll
stupid hot
go.
dog.
pigs in a blanket?
Your stupid pigs
He
in a
puts
blanket.
those things to sleep.
I think it really takes away from what the main focus of the night should be, which is really getting drunk, drinking, and the Super Bowl, the football. You know, those are really like what. Then the food gets in the way. I'm trying to freaking put my drink down for a second, and there's freaking hot dog weenies and all the freaking tortilla chips all over the place. I'm not even hungry because of the adrenaline and the freaking. There's a lot of stuff going on. I eat when like I'm bored. I'm not bored during the freaking Super Bowl.
I eat when I buy. That's more of a you thing. All right, but here's the stat. Going to that. So, according to the study, 325.5 million gallons of beer are drank on Super Bowl Sunday. 28 million pounds of 28 million pounds of chips, 1.25 billion pounds of chicken wings, and 8 million pounds of guacamole are consumed.
Damn.
So,
Obesity in America. ladies
yeah, I
and
mean,
gentlemen.
it means Super Bowl is more of a food. It's more about the food than the beer.
What's the stats on that?
Actually, I don't know what weighs more, 325.5 million gallons, or I mean, a gallon's got a beer has to weigh more though.
That's a lot of damn beer.
I mean,
it just
you
depends
probably
how
times
drunk
that by
it is
like
getting.
10, right? How much does a gallon weigh?
I mean, how drunk does all that food get you? Probably not very much, right?
All right, well, I'm going fat because like Super Bowl food, like you said, is one of the best. Like the tray. I mean, sometimes you got mac and cheese, the pigs in the blanket, the chicken wings. It's just I love me some finger foods and some quick.
All right, how about this? I'll go fat skimps, all right?
Okay.
We'll settle.
You could have just said it's fat, and so is the beer's fat as well. You didn't have to come at the Super Bowl food like that. All right, last one. Super Bowl commercials, fat or skimped?
You want to take it first, or you want me to take it first?
You were up.
Oh, I was up? Oh, I'm up, okay. I actually usually forget to watch the Super Bowl commercials during the Super Bowl. I'm usually pumped for them going in. Mm-hmm. I watch that first one, and then I just forget. Because I'm not used to really paying attention to commercials.
Of course.
We're not like, oh, the commercial's coming up. Usually when they go to commercial break, I'm like, all right, let me go grab a beer. Grab some
People
food.
are thinking you're an alcoholic.
I mean,
I was going to say grab some food, but I'm like, that contradicts my pride.
Yeah. You had to double down.
I had to double down on alcohol. But I'm gonna go with fat though because it really a kind of similar argument for the halftime show. Like it adds another aspect to for the average viewer that's not really a football fan, and it adds comedy too. I like that. It kind of gives you a hangover of the enjoyment the next day because I said I don't really pay attention much during the Super Bowl, but the next day I usually look up the top 10 Super Bowl commercials. Like I watch them, I laugh, I reminisce. I'm like, oh nice, I remember I was watching the Super Bowl last night. Like that was a good time. So I would say fat.
Skimped.
Oh, wow.
I don't give a fuck about the commercials. I remember
What about the first commercial?
it's food. I love the food. Food's fat.
That's it. Wow, you guys are both holding true to your
No, yeah, I remember people would always the next day like, oh, do you remember that commercial? And I'm like, no, not really. I've always hated commercials. They get in the way of everything. I always skip them as fast as possible. I mean, there might be one or two that really stand out, but like you said, I forget to watch them. Once the commercial hits, I'm talking to people, grabbing more beer, grabbing more food. I forget to watch them, but yeah, and I like what people are doing, what the companies are doing. Great PR. Stop spending so much money on the damn commercials that people watch once and then they get played 1 million times after the Super Bowl. Spend it on something good
for COVID.
Yeah.
I like that. Saying that, I'm going fat. I'm a guy that respects good advertisement. When they had the Bud Night, kind of series that Bud Light was rocking with, that made me drink a lot more Bud Light. And when they're saying dilly dilly, I was like, I feel that dilly dilly.
You hopped on that. You did hop on that dilly dilly.
I'm a big
Joe Barbuccio too, the former guy who was on last year.
Yeah, Joey B is a big dilly dilly guy. So if you're gonna put effort into the advertising your product, I'm gonna go out and buy that product.
Yeah. You make me laugh. I appreciate you.
I do. I appreciate it. I'm gonna give it a try. Goldfish. I know we went to when we watched the Bears Saints game on Nickelodeon, they were advertising Goldfish every commercial break. So I went out and I bought some BOGO Goldfish.
Yeah, actually,
that's
true.
That shit works because I saw you eating goldfish. And I went to Publix the next day and bought goldfish.
Holy shit.
I swear.
This is actually how this stuff
I wanted to look at market research after Nickelodeon.
I swear I bought goldfish after I saw him eating goldfish.
For all we know, there was someone at Publix who saw you buying the goldfish and was
seriously.
Actually,
the cashier was like, damn, this is BOGO right now. I'm going to buy some damn goldfish.
That's weird.
Damn, wow.
Shit. It's a domino effect.
Big things coming this weekend. I mean, this was really a super podcast. I know we kind of talked about the show. It's hey, short, sweet, go over prop bets, fat or skimp. But, I mean, it's super. And I don't know the time, but it looks like it's the longest podcast we've ever had.
It lives up to its name, I guess.
Yeah.
Super.
It's a super duper podcast. Mike, thank you for joining us today.
Oh, yeah, it was an honor. It was good. Good time.
Always good to have you on the show. Any parting words, big guy?
Yeah, good luck with these prop bets for those of you that turned them in, and if you want to turn them in, you're welcome to join. Let's enjoy. Eat lots of food. Stay safe. Don't drive drunk.
Yeah.
We'll see you on the next one.
All right. Have a good one, big guys. Thank you.